I'm back at the Nude Studio with Jillian, and today we're going to be doing something that I think a lot of people are going to find helpful, and that is strength of the core and the abs. With the bikini season right around the corner, we all want those sexy abs, so we're going to do 2 different videos for abs, or more if you guys want, because you know there's a lot of different things we can do. But today we're going to focus on strength, right?
So having that internal core, having the external core is great and it looks awesome, but most importantly is having that internal core strength that keeps your body nice and healthy and strong on the inside. So we need to work on that, and it's just as important as the external.
Because it's the foundation, right?
It is, right?
And the posture as well and everything. So
it kind of sets the tone for everything.
Yeah, I think my core is not very strong, so I might be shaking a little bit, but you know what? It's all about building on what you have, right?
Totally. And I think you're going to be great, don't worry.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we're going to start off. This is going to be a lot of planks. So there's a lot of different modifications. If you're finding that the one that you're doing is a little bit too challenging, there's always a step down, so I'll try to talk you through that as we go. So we're actually going to take our hands forward and take your legs back for hands and knees. Very good. So in hands and knees, we want to just keep our belly pulled up and in so that our low back is nice and flat. That looks great. And take the space between your shoulder blades and push it up towards the sky. Push it up. Oh, perfect. So that's going to be important as we move through. And if you remember from our last video, we learned about that as well. So great. From here, you're going to take your right leg out back behind you. So you're going to bring it to hip height, and then your left arm out in front of you. Beautiful. Holding here. Lift nice and tall out of that supporting shoulder, your right shoulder. Feeling those belly muscles awakening. Very good. Now take your left hand over to the left side. So you're reaching it out, and then take your right leg all the way up to the right side. Hold here. Just go as far as you can comfortably. You want to keep the right foot flexed and the left hand reaching away. Another breath. And then take it back to center and release it down. Very good. Awesome. That's great. Yeah, so we're going to do that again on the other side. So taking your right arm up in front of you this time, left leg back behind you. This is a really good enough challenge, and if you found that bringing it out to the side was a little bit too much, you can just hold here. So lifting nice and tall out of that left shoulder, keep the belly tight, and move from the core. Take your right arm out, left leg out. Breathing here. Slowly bring it back to center and release it down. Awesome. So you're going to curl up your toes back behind you. Come up for downward dog. Pretty familiar with this one by now. And in your down dog, take your right leg up to the sky. Very good. Now we're going to move forward into plank, but I want you to bring your knee with you. So you're going to bring your right knee towards your left elbow. You're going to curl it over. Keep the arms nice and straight. Beautiful. Lift up with an inhale. Exhale, you're going to alternate sides. So go to the right elbow this time. Perfect. Up with an inhale. Exhale, alternating. Great job. So you can really feel this. Pulling those belly muscles up as tight as you can. Very good. Another breath. Lift it up. And then drop that right leg down. Pedal the feet out just to balance everything out in between sides. We're going to do that again on the other side. So just try to remain nice and calm and still while we're in our resting pose or down dog. Finding your breath. And then you're going to take your left leg up to the sky with a nice big inhale. And exhale, bring it forward and through. Shoulders over the wrists. So we got right elbow first. Inhale up. Exhale, left elbow. Bringing that knee as high up into the armpit as you can. Keep it going, exhaling. Building up lots of heat. Very good, one last breath. Very good, lift it all the way up. And release it down. Great job. How are you feeling so far?
Good. It's very challenging.
Okay, awesome. So from here, we're going to shift forward into plank pose. And in plank pose, you want to make sure that your shoulders are stacked up right over top of your wrists. Hands spread nice and far apart. Low belly is nice and flat. Belly is pulled up and in, and you're reaching the energy out through the heels. forward and back a little bit. Forward and back. Forward and back. Great. And then come to center, and you're going to go shifting away from your right hand to your left hand. Awesome. Now from here, we're going to open up into side plank. So that means you're going to shift the weight. You're going to roll over onto the outside edge of your right foot and shift the weight into your right hand. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your left arm up, and your left leg is going to tuck right, your foot is going to tuck right behind your right foot. See how it is? Yeah, perfect. That's great. Lifting that top arm up and taking your gaze with it, gently squeeze between the shoulder blades. Keep that belly pulled up and in. Very good. How's your bottom arm feeling?
It's good. It's shaking a little.
I think that's okay. We're only human. And then take your top arm over your head and kind of lift and arc up the left side of the body.
Oh, that's such a good stretch.
Yeah. And we're working our belly at the same time. Great. Now slowly release your left hand down. Now you're going to plant your left hand to the ground and flip over to the left side. And this time take your right arm up to the sky and take your top leg and put it just right along your ankle or your calf for tree pose. Beautiful. Looking great. Keep breathing. And then slowly bring it back down to center. Drop your knees and rest in child's pose. Oh, very good. Yeah, awesome. So that's awesome. You can keep resting. Okay.
I like that.
So in child's pose, it's really great to just kind of release the back and take nice deep breaths into the ribs. So you'll feel that this builds up quite a lot of heat in the body, and if it's too difficult for you to stay on your palms like this, you can always drop down to your forearms. It takes a little bit of weight off of the shoulders, kind of disperses it along your forearms. So you can do any of these poses from your forearms. So just keep that in mind. Okay? Alright, so we're going to curl up the toes behind us, lift up and back for a down dog again. Very good. Now shift forward into your plank pose, rolling forward. Great, making sure the shoulders are stacked up over top of the wrists. Very good. Now we're going to roll over onto the left side now. So take your right foot and hook it underneath. Perfect. And lift the right arm up. That was awesome job. Those hips lifted nice and high. If your bottom arm is shaking, that's totally fine. When you're ready, take your top arm over your head, reach it up and arc the right side of the body, taking nice deep breaths there. Very good. One last step. And then slowly flip it down. Over to the other side for tree pose. One last big breath. Awesome. Slowly release it down. Drop your knees. And that's the end of our core strengthening.
Great. You really feel it on the inside, like you mentioned. Yeah. So I'm feeling the burn. And even though it's very like static movement, you really build up a sweat, don't you?
Yeah, for sure do. It's
very good. So make sure you do these exercises and get your strength from the inside, and then we'll work in the next video on the outside, getting that six-pack abs. So thank you so much, Jillian, and thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to let us know in the comments below what type of videos you'd like to see next once we do the app series. So thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.